Hi, beautiful roses. I'm Rosie, a psychic medium. On this channel, roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the frequencies I see, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something you can connect with and appreciate, keep watching. So let's begin. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. 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 Leave a comment in the comment section. Say, I love the Lord. If this is something you're resonating with so far, this is day 6 that we're in so far. Let me just check. We're still in day 5, I believe. Yeah. So we're on day 5 of this series. Must have been the win. Check out the playlist. You can also join my members only to book a personal reading of your personal energy and everything else in the description. So the series is must have been a win. But you read the title, so you already know what what's going on here. Cancer, patience pays off. Financial and material wealth coming your way. You having patience with the situation works out for your good. So, yeah, this idea of something being the win, I feel like it was very necessary to make it clear that you are aware that things are going on around you, but you don't have to pay attention to it anymore because it was draining your energy and you don't really care. So, but it's not like you're clueless or stupid, you just don't care. So the previous playlist was a crybaby's pity party, because it was like, it's just so much going on around you and it's so overwhelming and you don't like any of it. So it was a pity party, like someone's having a pity party. But now I literally just feel like you're just dismissing everything and just moving on to a brighter day. Like, the shadow work is over with, okay? We're not doing shadow work anymore. We don't live in the shadows. Let the shadows live in the shadows, and we're just going to keep moving on. Keep moving forward. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. Romans 14, chapter 7. I feel like that's touching on the fact that what happens in the dark, people can still see, okay? They just don't care about it and they're not paying attention to it. Yeah, it comes to light. It constantly wants attention from the light, but the light doesn't care about the darkness. Sorry to say. The darkness is just going to stay alone and miserable. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it withereth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grass of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. This is James 1 verse 11. So 111 could be significant. If you're seeing angel numbers, this is about the rich man and his ways perishing. You got to think about this. Okay. We're going to clarify that instantly, at once, immediately. So we did just talk about that, the shadow work being over and done with instantly. Okay. So, but to say that the rich man's ways, because the rich is working. So to do shadow work, or maybe it's like the poor man is working, who's actually like doing the work, the labor, like the heavy lifting and all of that. That would be the poor man. And the rich man said, I'm done with this. I'm going to go sit up on the hill and enjoy my life. So it seems like someone's trying to pull you back into the field and saying it's not done. It's not done till the fat lady sings. When she sings, then it's over with. That's the vibe here. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have a peace offering. So I'm not going to read any more of that, but that's Proverbs 7 verse 13. 7:13. She caught him and kissed him. This could have something to do with the first kiss. Somebody kissed. A scattering or spreading around, diffusion. Maybe something in that kiss was passed around. Like, you can get cavities from kissing people. You can get herpes from kissing people. all sorts of things. It's transferred sexually through your bodily fluids if you're not even going all the way with this person. So be careful about who you kiss. Also, something about kissing and telling. The thorn bush said to the trees, "If you really want to anoint me king over you, come and take refuge in my shade. But if not, then let fire come out of the thorn bush and consume the cedars of Lebanon." So that's coming up here as well. The sun is sooner risen with a burning heat, but it withereth the grass. That's coming up. The thorn bush said to the trees, "If you want to anoint me king over you, come and take refuge in my shade. If not, then let the fire come out of the thorn bush and consume the cedars of Lebanon." So there's almost like a metaphor here to saying, like, if you don't want none of my shade, then go away and get burned up by my fire. But if you want some of my shade, is meant to protect you. Like, someone's definitely throwing shade, and if you don't want it, then get swallowed up by the fire, because that's coming too. Okay. But the olive tree answered, "Should I give up my oil?" Okay, so we already read something from that. Trees talking to each other, interconnectivity, a network. The last video, it was the Fool card. I probably have it. I'll go find the Fool card. And the guy was looking. He was a tree. I just came up because of my skin tone and my nail color. And someone actually called me a tree before. Some little white boy saw me reading under a tree, and he pointed to me and said, "That's a tree." I don't know if me or the actual tree behind me, but it did really feel like he was talking about me at the time. I'm just like, wow, the things I hear. But you know how kids are, like, they could say something that's so rude and ignorant, and they mean it, but it's just like, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Yeah, I meant it, but I'm innocent. So, but I'm just like, that is so wild to call somebody a tree, a brown person at that. But anyway, that is coming on reason. So we got trees talking here, and then it says, finally, is this the same thing? I'm looking at these trees again. So something is definitely there with the trees. Maybe money growing on a tree, or you being valuable. Then they gave money to the masons and carpenters, and gave food and drink and oil to the people of Sidon and Tyre, so that they would bring cedar logs by sea from Lebanon to Joppa, as authorized by Cyrus, king of Persia. So your value is definitely being compensated for. Whatever somebody values in you, they want to.